Hey, everyone. This is Lashawanda Moore, your business and life coach, also your business strategist and consultant. Super excited to come on here to share a few things with you tonight. In working with one of my clients this week, one of the questions that came up was, and let me just back up and say, I asked, have you met with your accountability partner yet? And the question from her was, well, what does that look like? What are we supposed to do with our accountability partners? So I thought I would come on here tonight and share with you how to effectively use your accountability partner. And so I have 8 things that I'm going to share with you. And then I'm going to get out of here and get back to my homework. I'm already assuming, number one, I'm already assuming that you know that you need an accountability partner. So you've cast your vision, you've developed specific actions to help make your vision become a reality through goals. Okay, so you have SMART goals that specifically say, I am going to wake up at 5:30 a.m. Monday through Friday to do devotion time with the Lord, and I'm going to spend 30 minutes, right? You already have your goal set. Now you need someone to help you stay on the straight and narrow pathway, because sometimes you can get off course. You can get discouraged if things aren't working out the way that you want them to work out. You can get off course. And so, therefore, having an accountability partner will be someone who will give you the truth, who will be honest with you, who understands your commitment to whatever it is that you want to achieve, and will help you stay on the straight and narrow. Hey, if you're listening here tonight, go ahead and say hello to me in the chat so that I can see who's in the virtual building. Okay, so number one, get an accountability partner to help you stay on the straight and narrow path to accomplishing the goals and the dreams that you have set for yourself. Number two, have that first conversation with your accountability partner to establish the expectations and needs up front. Be very clear, be very authentic around how you want the relationship to go, to be governed. And I recommend that you find an accountability partner that maybe you're not so attached to personally and who will let you off the hook, but you find someone who's just as serious and committed to advancing and going to the next level as you are. Because after all, if you've set some goals, that probably means that you want to go to the next level. Okay. So the second thing is establish the expectations and needs up front. What does the relationship look like for you? Is it that you're going to check in? This is number 3. What days and times do you want to connect? Are you going to check in weekly? Are you going to check in every 2 weeks? Is it going to be a specific day of the week? What time of day are you all going to meet? Get this on the calendar so that it is a reoccurring meeting where you know you're connecting with your accountability partner. Now, if you all decide when you're having an upfront meeting that we know we're going to talk every week on Thursdays at 9 a.m. However, if we feel like we need some encouragement, we can text one another throughout the week. Or if something exciting happens, we can text each other throughout the week, right? Go ahead and decide on all of those things up front and establish the days and times that you know, without a doubt, at minimum, we're going to connect. The fourth thing, so once you have established kind of the expectations and just what you want the relationship to look like, share your goals with one another in writing. Send to each other, whether you've handwritten it and taken a picture of it, go ahead and send it over to your AP, or if you've typed it up, send it over to your AP so that you all know exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve and by when. Here's another key thing that you really want to share with one another, and that is your why. Share why those goals are important for you this year. And I want you all to share what will happen. How will you feel at the end of this year if you have not achieved or accomplished those goals? Like, what will be the painful state for you if you don't accomplish anything, or if you don't accomplish what it is that you set out to accomplish? Share the heart portion of your goals and why you are wanting to achieve those goals. Okay. The fifth thing is brainstorm the how, your action plan together. Okay. So you have the goal of, say you want to start working out, 30 minutes a day, Monday through Friday. Um, how are you going to make this happen? What time of day do you need to set up a gym membership? Do you already have equipment? Talk about the how together, for each one of your goals together. These are some of the things that you can be having conversations about to help really make your goals achievable and actionable immediately. Because when you have it written down, you don't have to think about it. It doesn't have to all be in your head. It's actually on your paper, so you can just read about it. When we get overwhelmed, it's because everything is in our heads and we're constantly thinking about everything, versus if it's just written down here. Like, for instance, right before I got on this live, I knew I wanted to go live. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to shoot from the hip and start talking from my head. And then something said, no, LaShawanda, go ahead and take some notes. So I jotted down these things so that I don't have to think about it and hope that I don't forget something. It's actually right here and I can read about it. So it's the same thing with your goals and you now putting your action plan on paper. So you're discussing with your accountability partner the how. For those that are just joining me, I am talking about how to effectively use your accountability partner. So number one, I'm already assuming that you need someone to help keep you on the straight and narrow path. Someone who's going to give you their undivided attention and give you the undeniable truth. And it might not always feel good, but they have your best interest in mind. Okay, so number one, get an accountability partner. Number two, establish the expectations and needs up front. What does the relationship look like for both of you? What is it that you're expecting from one another? Set the standard of engagement up front. Number three, when are you going to meet? What days? What times? Make it recurring. So at minimum, you know that you're going to talk on these days. Okay. Number four, share your written goals with one another and why those goals are so important for you. And the other thing that I want you to share is what will happen if you don't achieve these? How would you feel if you didn't achieve these? Because they need to make a note of that and remind you when you start to get a little distracted or discouraged. Hey, but do you really want to feel this way by the end of the year? Okay. Number five, brainstorm the how together and write out your action plan for each one of those goals. That way you don't have to think about what has to be done. You just read about it. Number six, when you have your recurring meetings, talk about how things worked out the previous week or, since the last time you talked. Talk about any challenges or obstacles that you may be facing. Okay, so this is actually number seven. Share challenges and obstacles and then brainstorm solutions together. So I want to back up to number six, where I said, when you meet, talk about how things worked out with what you said you were going to do. There's an integrity piece around here. Being a person of your word, doing what you say you are going to do. So if you said that you were going to find a gym membership before the next time you all meet, then be a woman and a man of your word and have that gym membership done before your next meeting. Do what you say you're going to do. And I think everybody listening to me, under the sound of my voice, are people of integrity. You want to do what you say you're going to do. Okay, so number seven is share challenges and obstacles and brainstorm solutions together. Lastly, number 8, pray together. There is nothing like having an accountability partner who will pray with you, pray for you, and encourage you through the Lord. Okay, so I've just given you 8 things on how to effectively use your accountability partner. If I missed something, comment in the chat what else you believe is necessary to be effective in using your accountability partner. All right. Number 1, assume that you already have one. Get an accountability partner. Number 2, establish expectations and needs up front. 3, determine when you're going to meet. 4, share your goals, your why, and what will happen if you don't achieve it. Number 5, brainstorm together the how. Number 6, when you meet, talk about how things worked out since the last time you met. Number 7, talk about challenges and obstacles and brainstorm solutions. And number 8, pray together. It has been amazing talking to you. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you are listening to this in the replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay so that I know that you've been in the virtual building. If you are interested in me speaking with your group, encouraging your audience, it will be my honor. You can visit my website, lashawandamore.com, and see what my speaking topics are. Or if you have an idea, you know who I am, you read about me, you're like, LaShawanda, I really want you to help us understand how you did XYZ. Go ahead and shoot me a direct message, or you can contact me through my website. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.